Hello guys and welcome back to Level Up TV. You're listening to NVC along with Weird, and we're bringing you the ESL Intel Extreme Masters World Finals live in C-Bit, another Group B matchup between Cooler and Dandaking. And as you saw earlier on, the groups are looking very tasty with everyone coming in close with the exception of Sparty. So this match is looking to be especially important, more so for Dandaking, although we were almost thinking that Dandaking was going to be out regardless, weren't we?
We're not completely sure.
Yeah, not
But
completely sure, but
I didn't have really much time to read the rules and results. So,
yeah, either way, he's basically got to win this map 2-0, and then it depends on a few other
uh,
situations.
and of course, if he wins 2-0, then Cooler gets stuck on his current map cycle, and then it could matter for Rafa and Cypher. Possibly. Again, I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, maps are going to be Hub, aka Arrow Walk, Dismemberment, and T7, aka Furious Heights, as you see there in the console. So we'll go ahead and tell these guys we're ready.
Yeah, we're ready, right?
Yeah, I am ready, for sure. I think there's two in there, so I made sure I said Level Up TV is ready. Don't want to try and ruin the other stream.
The other guy was there for so long. Although, well, the Russian guy just connected.
Yeah, CH.
But he's Russian, come on, man. Russians don't need time to ready.
So how you been finding the tournament anyway so far, Weird? I mean, I think we've commentated 5 games now. Maybe.
Yeah, well, I first watched the first 2 games that ESL streamed, and I was going, come on.
Yeah, getting really into it indeed. Well, here we are, first map in this Group B game between Cooler and Dandaking. Aero watching Cooler off the spawn as he has to bust back out of a very aggressive Dandaking, who is going to be able to pick up that frag after getting the earlier Mega Health and take the red as a complimentary thank you.
And he surprises Cooler here at the yellow. Actually deals a ton of damage there.
What a flying start for him.
Yeah.
Mega and Red coming around about the same time.
Oh, and a great rail from Cooler there, but not enough to stop Dan from picking up the Mega. And Cooler actually dropping down from red.
Shouldn't be good for him at all. Just unlucky not to get those 225s.
He could have won the red if he just stayed around. But
I mean, of course, here on Error Walk, as I mentioned earlier, we saw Cypher hold Cooler back for 8 minutes and still go on to win the map out of control. So I'm sure Cooler has been working on his Error Walk since then. And, I mean,
yeah, it's been a while since then.
Yeah, for a long time since then. So.
But, well, Cooler getting control back slowly but surely. So they're pretty much tied on stack right now. Cooler dealing a bit of damage on this yellow. And
somehow.
And he grenades. Grenades Dan. Oh.
And Dan rockets himself. Another one for the foul fragment as Dan goes 1 frag down, still leading by 1 now, tied up 2-2. And just, how do you play this map out of control with? I mean, Dandaking's just spawned, so.
Well, the main thing is to never lose control completely. Like, usually if you die, the other guy is fairly low, and you can still get in on some item.
Yeah.
So as long as that happens, then he's fine. He's in danger of losing control though, completely, but not there yet. So as long as he can deal some damage on this Mega, he should be fine for getting position onto the next red, more or less.
There's that yellow armor baited
And he
out
does
by
deal
Cooler.
nice damage. He gives away the Mega a bit too freely though, so he has to run away here, and then well, he sticks for the fight, and he should have listened to my advice.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of obvious from his standing to get out of there without any armor. Cooler obviously had quite a bit. Yeah,
Oh.
5-2.
Nice roll through the teleporter there. yeah, Cooler in pretty decent control here. And Dandaking should really either just throw a few frags at Cooler to regain some control, or well, turtle around the yellow area for a bit. Try to get two, maybe 3 yellows even, or 2 yellows and both greens.
It's not even letting him have a yellow at the moment.
But yeah, well, those rockets really help Dan. Well, if he can get into this red, which he can rush, then he could be okay. He doesn't want to go in too aggressive here. Cooler with really nice damage there, but well, Dandaking would line with all these rails. And he manages to blow himself up.
Oh yeah, an 8-1, 4 minutes in. I mean, as with Hectic, it's a map you can pick up a lot of frags in a very quick amount of time, so not right.
Yeah, it's not over. No, well, it is starting to look more and more grim though for Dan.
I mean, the times are so separated from these items as well that...
Yeah, Cooler can just push Dan around for a bit on the map.
May even decide to delay this red a bit. No, okay, so then the items are going to spawn at the same time. Would you say this would be a good opportunity for Dan perhaps to get in on one of them? Going for a fight beforehand?
I think Cooler will cover the whole side of the map and leave Dan hanging around the yellow area.
Yellow, yeah.
And then he can just first pick up Mega and then pick up Red without there being any problem. Yep. See here, he's stuck at the yellow area now.
2 hits.
And even a rail there to stop him.
5-minute warning.
Now if Dan is lucky, he respawns on Red, and well, he was lucky there. So now he has got a way back in, because Cooler played a bit too aggressive there.
And I mean, if Cooler can get 13 frags in 5 minutes, I'm sure Dandaking will have it in him. So he'll pull out a similar feat. Red spawning in 4 seconds. Dandaking's up there with that rocket launcher. Cooler also wants to push in aggressively with this LG. Nice accuracy.
Yeah, great LG there by Cooler.
I have to say though, I've seen Dandaking many times in this tournament so far in Group B switch to rocket launcher from LG. I'm not sure if he had low ammo there, but again switches, misses the rocket and gives his opponent a frag.
Yeah, sometimes a bit awkward weapon choice, but...
I was speaking to Rep, who plays in Australian Quake Live, and he was saying that Dandaking's performance is looking the same as it does in Australia. Nothing really to be ashamed of, and nothing to be too positive about.
Oh yeah,
he
it's
said
still
it was
great that he manages to play this well without too much opposition.
Yeah, exactly.
Cooler almost hitting a really nice angle there on the rail shot, but just missed it. So. And Cooler is actually really weak. He might have problems getting in there, but then misses the rail. So that turns the tables again, and Cooler can just chase this frag down. And yeah, well, I guess this map is over already.
Yeah, for sure. There's no way.
16 frags in 3 minutes.
Next map was going to be Dismemberment, I think, which we saw Dandaking perform quite well on earlier, picking it against Sparty if I'm...
Yeah, he played Sparty 14-1.
Yeah, so...
on this map.
And I mean, Rep, the guy I mentioned earlier, said that it was probably down to Sparty warming up, and that's exactly what you said as well, Weird. So maybe Dandaking won't look as strong against a well-prepared Cooler. We'll have to see.
Oh yeah. And of course, losing to Cooler is not a shameful thing.
No, for sure.
I mean, Cooler probably will be first in his group, I think, based on map swan.
Well, Cooler, of course, the IEM European champion.
Yeah, ending higher than Rafa, the world champion. In the pool, at least.
Yeah, in the pool for sure. Gotta be looking good for him. Dandaking will manage to pick up a rail frag. He'll be lucky to get this Mega as an aggressive. Cooler comes off the spawn.
Yeah, and it seems like Cooler is feeling pretty confident here. As Dan actually forfeits the rest of the map. So. A strong performance by Cooler.
Yeah, very impressive.
Although his aim isn't really that on, or is that Dandaking stats? I think Cooler, huh? The scoreboard always messes up.
Yeah, I think when someone forfeits, it has a little bit of a fit, so I wouldn't be so certain that it's Cooler stats. But at the same time, I wouldn't write it off as it not being his stats.
50% chance, right?
Yeah, exactly. 50% chance. Which one do you pick?
Prepare to fight.
Oh, so right, okay, we're going straight into second map, guys. Dismemberment, of course, Dandaking beating Sparty, arguably not warmed up, 14-1. Let's see what he can do here against Cooler as he gets the red armor spawn.
And Cooler is definitely warmed up. Yeah, Cooler got the Mega and the rail. Cooler is already sniping across the map for a rail shot. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Taking the lead.
Nice first
And,
frag by
yeah.
Dandaking.
Dandaking is so effective around the rail area with rocket launcher. Like, it was also what caught Sparty out most of the times. Nice prediction rockets there from Dan, but not enough to stop Cooler, who of course had the advantage of the Mega, or of the red armor.
Yeah, that Mega Hell spawning in just a few seconds too late for Dandaking to grab.
Yeah.
Red in a few seconds. Cooler should be able to get in position for this. Actually going to rocket jump. Oh, this could be
Yeah, here Dan is he'd be lucky to get out alive, but
yes,
doesn't
he drops
manage to
onto
do
the
so.
bounce pad. Gives himself 100% LG to the face.
Yeah. Nice little rail there from Cooler. As you can see that he just stuck to middle map to get a rail angle somewhere onto Dan.
And actually,
And then
Cooler's
here
got
wisely
full map
running
control
away.
weird.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't see that often.
Yeah, I mean, I think we saw it earlier on as well, and we said that was probably the first time we've ever seen it, like, probably in a big tournament match, and here we are again. Right in Dandaking's favour though this time.
And Dandaking again moving to that corner, but staying there is not really one of the best decisions there is. Hitting rockets like that really is. Oh, they're not really decisions. And Cooler, Dan is above Cooler here, so Dan actually can defend this pretty nice. And two good rockets give him a frag of his own.
Nice defense.
And Cooler says, come on rockets, that's my deal.
Oh wow, Cooler lands on top of his head, doesn't get the red, and then ends up dying. 3-3. I don't think I've seen Cooler play this aggressive for a long time though.
Oh, maybe he's underestimating Dan as well.
And that frag up with 3 health.
If Dan can make a frag here just after Cooler picked up red, it would be nice. Or deal at least some damage. Dan could be in a position to deal damage. He's hanging around the yellow area. So the red and mega at about the same time, so no full map control of for either player anymore.
Yeah, look at this. After Cooler delayed that red, Dandaking's now waiting on its spawn. Doesn't look like Cooler's going to be coming in though. It's a little bit late.
Cooler
Dandaking
just
will get
missed
the mega.
he'll see it or hear it there, I think. Not sure, I was on his POV, I didn't hear the mega pickup.
Yeah, I had it. Dandaking definitely does have the time.
Yeah, Dan knows the time of this red as well to the second, but that rocket just pushed him off of there. So great little rocket from Cooler, where the knockback was more effective than the damage done. Going up the jump pad is kind of a strange choice from Cooler.
It's gonna work out for him, mate.
Yeah, he hit the rail, which was a lot harder to hit than Dan's rail. Again, how easy shots are doesn't really matter if you hit or not hit.
This is looking better and better for Cooler as he should eventually pick up this red armor. He's got a bit of time
Yeah,
to
he's
waste.
leaving quite a lot of time between Mega and Red. So he's got 12 seconds now, and then the next cycle should also be around 12 seconds. Which should be more than enough. Well, now it's less, like 9, 8.
Yeah, well, I think Dandaking, he saw Dandaking earlier stand on red way too early after he delayed it, so I think Cooler as well.
Yeah,
Probably
but Dan
think
is
that
not
he can
showing
bait
up
him.
now.
Yeah, he's not there this time, but I think that might have been what was going through Cooler's.
And actually Red and Mega are up at the same time again. I would have expected Cooler to either delay Red more again, or well, at least leave some more time in between the both items.
5-minute warning.
Maybe he'll charge through to Mega rather than go for red.
Yeah, well, Cooler is stacked enough to make an attack like that. Almost hit that rocket, by the way.
Nice rockets and Dandaking though. 28 HP remaining for Cooler.
Well, and a nice return frag from Dandaking there.
They haven't got the red armor here. They've got it. Cooler's got a rocket. Probably get out of there.
Cooler is playing this so dangerously. He's going for LG as well. Gets railed because he went there.
Oh, nice move by Dandaking to
Still,
use that
yeah.
rocket.
Yeah, definitely won him the yellow. Oh, great rail on Cooler there. Now Dan has no real chance to push in for this red.
He has to be careful. I think one rail will finish him. I'm not sure how much time is
He's
going to
on
complement.
81 health in total. Most cheeky little steal there from Dan. It does give the frag to Cooler though, but Cooler is so weak right now. And one rail will kill him. So if Dan can come in and rail, yeah. And there you got him. And now it's looking pretty good for Dan.
Yeah, he's got the red. Meg is in 15 seconds. He can also get to yellow if he's very, very quick. Cooler won't be there to pick
And
it up.
he is very, very quick. It's another nice rocket jump there. And this is dangerous for Dan. He can't really rocket jump up or get a shot or...
Even
Cooler
after,
actually backed off towards red.
yeah, I was even saying, even after that 50 HP pickup, he's still on 79, still railable, so very fortunate to get away with that. Red, meanwhile, went to Cooler, and 3 minutes remaining now. 2 frags to pick up, and not a lot of armor to his name. What do you think he has to do?
Well, he has to hit the entry rail, but Cooler keeps hitting that. So as long as Cooler keeps hitting the entry rail, and Dan doesn't really have a way back into the map. Here, if Cooler can damage Dan here, then he has no choice but to leave. Even here he's already leaving. And Cooler gets a free mega. So yeah, I think that Dan's way back in is through the railgun and just deal a lot of damage with that. Either 2 rails or he should get another one of those rocket frags, which where
he got at the beginning. Yeah.
he jumps into an item and rockets Cooler just over it and result in chaos and then get a frag.
I'd be hoping for a lot though.
That would be hoping for a lot. Yeah. But well, he still got 2 minutes, so it's time enough. But Well, Cooler actually not checking below there. Strange, but well, Cooler has the stack to just push Dan around. Even here, he can just get into upper yellow. Like, and he hurt Dan as well.
Oh no,
And
this is bad.
there comes an easy frag. Yeah.
1 minute 20 seconds. Mega went to Cooler. Red armor surely will go to Cooler as he charges in there. Dan probably has no opportunity but just to dive in there. Instead, going to take a rocket to the face. I think
And
that's
this is some
over.
nice rail angle, by the way, from Cooler. But Dan still escaping there alive. But yeah, Dan really has to hope for something magic to happen here.
Again though, Cooler with those first rails, just not missing them. And
Yeah,
that's the thing,
Cooler's first rail is awesome.
yeah, he
and
just
then
hits the
gives
first
up.
rail and then switches to something else. He's hit the rail, his opponent's sort of worried and scared to back off. And actually Dan there calling good looking the rest of the tournament. He's not said that all game, so maybe that means that's the end for him.
Yeah, Dan is out for sure now. Because
So,
this was his last map.
yeah, the only Australian in attendance at IEM World Finals is now out. Cooler should have therefore secured his entry to the playoffs, but
Yeah, Cooler is first.
yeah,
Cool.
so
No, he even passed